I don't think mumble rap is ruining hip hop. I think it's kind of cool, you know. Without Lil Kim, we definitely wouldn't be nowhere because it's her song. You know what I'm saying?
I'm coming back with a bigger part. I am.
Did you know that, or was you just manifesting that?
I was manifesting it.
If you want to see more solidarity, would you squash some of your beefs then?
No.
This is the +44 podcast. I'm Zeze Millz.
Yeah, what's that about?
What was that all
And I'm
about?
Sideman. Music
Culture.
UK. This is +44 from Amazon Music.
Hello YouTube, you are watching the +44 podcast highlights. If you want to listen to the full podcast, then go get it wherever you get your podcasts. UK legend,
Hey.
top gal,
Hey.
pioneering this thing.
Hey.
Make some noise for Nolay!
Nolay in the building.
So this is the Wheel of Truth. Okay, let's go again. Your favorite drill song?
Maybe K-Trap Spoiled.
K-Trap Spoiled, okay. All right then. And lastly, work. Collaborating with new artists or working with long-time friends, which do you prefer?
Collaborated with new artists.
Love that. She just abandoned her friends violently.
No, but it's like working with like long-time friends sounds like you're just working with them because they're your friends.
Yeah, that's true. You got new music coming as well, don't you?
I do have new music coming, but I've been kind of more concentrated on the acting side of things, if
Now,
I'm honest.
I have an important acting question before we get to all the other questions because I need it answered now.
What?
Did Jasmine Jobson actually slap you in the face?
No.
Okay, now this is
It was
why
a stunt.
I got taken out of Top Boy when that happened.
Why?
I'm not seeing Jack slap Mandy.
Yeah.
I'm seeing Jasmine slap Nolay.
Oh,
You
I
get-
get,
you
okay,
get
I
what
get
I'm
you're
saying?
Yeah.
No,
It
I
took me
don't.
out of the
I get what
scene.
you're saying, but I don't agree with it because that means for that to happen, then that means you wouldn't. That means the actors are not doing a good job.
No, they are doing a good job because I think Jack is a phenomenal actor. I just can't see her slap Nolay. In my head, it's like, yo, you just came on the scene, started acting, we respect you and that. But you can't be out here slapping one of our legends.
People were commenting when she slapped you, I knew that you was Mandy and not Nolay. Like,
Exactly.
A lot of people were
No,
saying
I
that.
don't say for me, no, because I would expect Nolay to thump her back.
Exactly.
But Mandy didn't. Mandy,
Exactly.
so that's how I knew it's not. That's what I'm saying. I DM'd you separately.
But I even had to separate myself from
that's
that
what- yeah, and
character-wise when I read the script.
because yes, and I feel like you did a good job, amazing job actually, and that's why I DM'd you. When I was watching it, I was really proud to watch you because I was like, good for Nolay showing people that she can do other things and you're not all you, because obviously how you present is very like, and we was even joking when we had to do it. I was like, oh my god, do you remember when me and Nolay had a little beef because
It was so silly when I think about it now.
No, we was talking about, I was like, me and Nolay were on each other's necks.
yeah.
On, like literally, Nolay would come for me, I'd come for. It was literally like a
because we
sparring
both got
thing.
strong personalities.
100%,
well.
but that's why when I watched it, because I've actually had that interaction of feeling like, this girl's on my neck. When I was watching it, I was like, I don't see that. I saw soft, I saw gentle, I saw
Strong in another way though.
Which was the whole point though, because
Right,
even
yeah.
when I'm not gonna front, like when they gave me the script, because we did obviously the season 2, and then after season 2, like when I first did that, I was like to my mum, I've got a smaller part, but I'm just gonna get my head down and work because I'm coming back with a bigger part. And I am.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
when
did you know that, or was you just manifesting that?
I was manifesting
Oh,
it.
Okay,
wow,
okay,
that's
okay, okay, okay.
amazing.
Do you feel like the character of Mandy has changed Nolay in any way?
No.
Good question.
No, I don't. No, do you know what? I don't, because I feel like there were elements of me
In it?
in it anyway. I am an empathetic person, you know. I do care about people in general and stuff like that. And you probably would find me saying to the youths and stuff like that, like, what are you doing? If I see them on the block, maybe not as in their face, but so I was able to draw like parts. I wouldn't even so much say Nolay, like from Natalie, from myself, like, so I was able to draw parts from that. But then obviously some of the parts were kind of over preachy, that those were probably parts where we over dramatized it, where I wouldn't be as, you know, in people's faces.
Recently, Asha D was saying that some people didn't know that Kano did music. which is weird. I don't know how
People
that.
are
I know,
awful.
but has that been kind of the same for you? Like people
I've
now,
had
you've got a new influx of fans.
I've had a mixture. I've had like people. Obviously, you always get the people that are arguing and they're like, "How could you not know about Nolay? You're like, you're not ready." Blah blah blah. And then you've got like the new people that are like tuning into it, and it has opened up, you know, a much more bigger audience for me, where people. Because I saw my streams go up and that's obviously people have gone, and then you get the people on social media that put the videos together like characters you didn't know were rappers, blah blah blah. So people go and they look for it and that, and it's just.
How do you feel about music at the moment and the
Do you
current
know-
state of it? We
'cause
just celebrated 50 years of hip
hip-hop.
hop.
Do you know what? I think it's wonderful that we celebrated 50 years of hip hop. I think currently at the moment, the way I see music is I love music. It will always be part of me, kind of thing. But I'm kind of not as like. I wouldn't say not focused on it, but not as like, I feel like in music, it's a bit like a rat race as well. Like, I feel like people are very much like, particularly in the UK, because I've toured a lot like around Europe. I've played Russia. I've gone to all of these different places and the vibe's just not the same there. In UK, it's very like crabs in a bucket. Like nobody feels like you can all exist at once, or the female rappers, it has to be like one at one time. It's very like restricted here. Whereas with acting, I just get a different vibe from it, like a more positive vibe.
More community.
Yeah, but I feel like, but then I can't say it's the UK, because the UK acting scene for me is not really negative.
Artists want to be the one. They don't just want to be big or the biggest.
Right.
They want to be the one. That's why when everybody's trying to get big, they're wondering why the person that isn't big turning around and helping them.
Right.
But when you get big, you don't want to help nobody. You want to just be the one. And
That's UK again.
Yeah,
It's not like that in the USA.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not as much as the
yeah.
UK. I'm telling you,
In some places.
they build together. Like they build together, and they see opportunities within each other as well. It's like if we come together and do X, Y, and Z, it makes it better for me. Whereas in the UK, it's a bit. But
I think we're gonna start to see a change in that. We
So
saw
then,
that. Go on, sorry.
If you want to see more solidarity, would you squash some of your beefs then?
No. Because it's a big wide world, and there's so many artists.
That could be a big example for the younger people.
But shall I tell you why? It could be a big example for the younger people, but at the same time, we all have to understand as people, you can't be friends with everybody.
No, but that friends,
that's
you can
it.
come out
Look
and
at
say,
me and you
listen.
now, Zeze. Like, we had our differences, and we're fine. You know, I respect you. I love what you do.
Yeah.
It's like with some people, you cross a certain line with me,
There's no
coming back.
No, but
from
I'm
that.
saying
like, it's just
you ain't gotta come back, because we're seeing a lot of people make up and be cool now that wasn't cool before. But what I would like to see is the people that aren't cool just say we're not cool, but it's no.
But you got to understand, at the same time, a lot of people would never put that out there and say that, because drama sells as well. I'm not saying personally for me, because I'm not even acting on it. Like, there's been a few things where people are trying to draw me out, particularly when Top Boy dropped. I aired it completely because I know what people are trying to do, and you're not going to ride my coattails. So, you know, I'm capable of, you know, ignoring things and not really wanting to feed off the drama.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy King COMBS, and I'm here with Zeze Millz and Sideman on +44 Amazon Music. Bad boy.
Let's make some noise for King COMBS!
You just was at New York Fashion Week. You performed at the VMAs with your dad, which was absolutely epic. It was kind of nice to see you on stage with him. What was that like, being on stage with your dad?
No, that was amazing. Like, sharing the stage with my pops is always dope. Like, since I was young, I used to cry when I wouldn't be able to come on the stage. So to be able to just do it now and like have earned the position to be on stage instead of, you know, just going up there just because he's my pops. Like, him actually wanting me up there as another rapper is dope. You
kind of introduced yourself to the world in a sense with the Can't Stop, Won't Stop song. And you kind of like did that somewhat behind P. Diddy's back. So it's like, how did you get that off? How did you get the clearance? Like, how did you make that happen?
Really, you know, the sampling process, I was explaining the other day, it's really not that difficult. Like, a lot of artists, it's just easy, super easy to sample, but they think, you know, because my pops always sampled it, I got the secret code, but it's really actually easy. And with that being a Bad Boy sample, like you're saying, like, that was one of like the first Bad Boy samples I did. I definitely had to make sure I got the consent though. Like, I don't like doing samples from people unless I get their consent. So with that song, I made sure, and I got the consent from Lil Kim actually, because that's really Lil Kim and Lil C's song, Junior Mafia. I remember it was me, my pops, and Lil Kim, and we was in the BET after party. He was in the house. He was in the bathroom, and I played it for her. And she was the first one to tell me, like, this is the one. You're going to go #1 with this, And it was Lil Kim. So honestly, now looking back at it, that really, like, meant a lot to me. And that I feel like that's one of the main reasons why I went up, because, you know, we got that consent. So if you sample, try to get the consent from the owner, you know what I'm saying?
I literally, that was going to be one of my questions, because I was going to say to you, how does the sampling work? Do you just like hit up your dad and be like, this is a dope song, I want to sample that? You don't have to really do much, you know, send him a snippet of it. He'd be like, yeah, good to go, son. All that.
Yeah, I mean, it would have happened, you know, you won't stop King Combs. It's going to happen regardless, but yeah. Without Lil Kim, we definitely wouldn't be nowhere, because it's her song, you know what I'm saying?
I heard him say once Little Kim said yes, his dad couldn't say no. That's what I heard him say.
How do you feel about the current state of music right now? Because obviously there's always a lot of debate online about hip hop and how it's progressed, whether it's as good as it was back in the day. You know, there's all the mumble rapping and all of that. Have we lost the artistry of it? How do you feel about it being a new artist, but also having the coming legacy. From a legacy that you come from? Yeah.
I don't think mumble rap is ruining hip hop. I think it's kind of cool, you know. It's a different vibe. I don't think everything can sound the same for sure. I think it should be different genres. I don't think it should be all mumble rap. It should be like different vibes, but there's nothing wrong with a little mumble.
One thing we need to speak about is the waves. Because the waves are, I've seen you do this quite a few times. Look at the waves. How does this happen? I'm just getting sick right now. The motion of the waves is killing me. How does this happen?
Nah, good looking, man. I'm gonna give y'all the wave tip real soon. I'm gonna have some wave product coming out soon. But as right now, all I really use is, you know, people don't really believe me, but water. You know, you can't have waves without water. You know what I'm saying?
Is there any like UK rappers that you're gonna get in the studio with while you're here?
Gigs. Shout out Gigs, man. We just got off the phone. We in London. Shout out my boy Central C. We just tapped in too. He not here either though, but I'm waiting for my boys to come out here. I'm in their city and they're not even here, man.
Any female rappers that you'd like to link up with?
Female rappers? The Steph London, she's dope. Yeah, I gotta see where she at.
What's next for you? Give us like I know it's probably going to be a lot of things, but what's a summary? Give us a summary of what's next for you.
Next, we're going to drop the album. We modeling more. We're going to be back in London. It's lit. We're dropping music videos. Everything is going up. Yeah.
Who would you say have been your influences in rap that model your style, this smooth style that you've got?
Number 1, I would have to say Biggie. Number 2, Nas, my pops, of course, Drake, Meek Mill, you know.